What's good? It's your boy TJ Grayson, and welcome to episode number 29 of the Realest Living Podcast. Check the description for the socials. If you want to be on the show, email me in one of those socials or comment or something. Um, that's pretty much it. I'm not going to really harp on that too much. We have one new guest on the show. So if you'd like to introduce yourself,
Hello, I'm Jello. I'm new to the show. It's my first time.
and then making her seventh appearance on the show, introduce yourself.
It's Kirstie, but y'all already know that.
So we're gonna go into the quote, the random quote that I have for this podcast, and it comes from I don't even know how to pronounce her name, Anais Nin, and it says, "Love never dies a natural death. It dies because we don't know how to replenish its source. It dies of blindness and errors and betrayals. It dies of illness and wounds. It dies of weariness, of witherings, of tarnishings." So yeah, there we go.
That's deep.
Indeed. So we're going to move on to the first topic of the podcast, one that I've just started doing recently, and it's called Order of Importance. So basically, I'm going to give you 5 things, and you tell me how important they are when it comes to the whole dating process in general, in total. And that starts from initiating all the way up to marriage. Okay?
All right.
All right. And y'all can decide on who goes first, even though you've already done this. But
Yeah, I'll let you go first.
Okay, girl.
so the 5 categories are sex, looks, personality, height, and money.
So initially, dating, it started with looks.
Well, I'm asking what's the most important to you. Are you saying for you specifically?
I'm saying when I was dating, when we was dating.
Well, I mean the whole process, like date all the way up to marriage, which are the like in order of how important they are. So if you're saying looks is number one, that's cool. I'm just asking.
But I get what you're saying, but I'm saying like initially, like it changed. It's a difference now. I feel like it's a difference.
Well, for sure it changed. I'm just saying like it's just important because obviously it's gonna change for sure. But I'm saying like if you just the whole process in general, if you're gonna rank them in how much they're important to the whole process,
Okay.
yeah.
Same again. The 5.
Okay, sex,
Okay.
looks,
Mhm.
money, height, personality.
Personality definitely is like the most important.
Okay. Why? Well, yeah, and explain why. Sorry, I didn't say that.
Because like somebody's personality can make them ugly. You know what I'm saying? So I could say looks, but if the way they act, the way they talk, that affects a lot of things.
Sure.
It can make them look ugly.
Okay. I got you. I'm with you.
Okay. Height. I do want him to be a little tall, you know what I'm saying?
Is that the number 2?
No, it ain't number 2. I thought I
Oh,
already said number 2. I ain't say number 2 yet.
no.
Ooh, okay.
So you still got
Personality.
sex, looks, money, and height.
Personality.
Is number 1.
Ooh. Dang, it's hard. It's harder than you think. I'm trying to think of it like in a different perspective. I feel real bad when I say this.
Say how you say. Hey, say it how you mean it.
Look, sex, because
Oh, sex is number 2.
yes,
Okay.
because
Huh?
sorry,
I,
you
I,
got to know what you're doing.
I feel that.
You got to know what you're doing, cause you know you can have the other things, but bruh, if you ain't good, this shit gonna be canceled. All that other shit is out the window, literally. Okay, so the next I would go with what I got left: height, money.
Height, money,
Looks.
looks, and that's
That's
it.
it.
That's it.
Okay, next is looks because yeah, you gotta look good.
Okay.
So first personality, second sex, third looks,
You got height and money now.
fourth gotta be money, dog.
Okay.
Yeah, you got to have a bankroll before I realize how tall you are because the height really ain't that important, but I do want you taller than me. So, yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Okay, so you have personality,
yes.
sex,
Mhm.
looks,
Mhm.
money, height.
Mhm.
All right, Kirstie.
Okay, so mine's totally different. um, for me, it's looks. If you don't look good, it don't matter because I'm not wasting my time. Because I know I gotta, to the eye, you gotta meet my eyes before you meet anything else. So it's gonna be looks. Then I'd probably say personality, just because I don't want to be with somebody who's dry. Nor do I care to be around anybody who's dry, if even if I'm not with them. So I said, uh,
I'm
looks.
sorry, you said looks first, personality second. So you still got sex, height, and money left.
Okay, and then it's height. Like I can't be with somebody shorter than me. It just don't work out. It makes me feel insecure. Like I feel like I'm protecting you at this point. And then, then like for me, it's gonna be the money because I don't want to be with somebody who's broke, obviously.
Okay, honey.
And then it's sex for me, and here's why: because I can handle me. So I really, at the end of the day, if it ain't where it's at, then I got me. But I'd prefer it to be where it's at. So, but that's probably gonna be least of my worries type stuff.
Okay. Very interesting. Your answers have changed since the last podcast.
Have they? I'm sure they
Yeah.
have.
For me, number one, looks. No, number two, sex. Number three, personality. Number four, height. Number five, money. And I'll explain. If you're ugly, I don't care about your personality.
Period.
If you're ugly, I don't care. I already don't care about your money anyway, because I'm going to be expected to provide anyway. So your money is irrelevant. Your height, it's not too much of a deal breaker if she's a little bit taller than me. Now, obviously, if she's like 6'8", I'll climb a tree, but not to date. Um, like I said, personality is great, but it just doesn't matter if a motherfucker is ugly. I don't care about your personality, and I know it sounds awful, but it's just the truth.
It's raw.
Nobody gives a fuck about your personality when you're ugly.
They don't.
And sex, you could have a great personality, but if we ain't fucking, I ain't got nothing for you. Boss. Got nothing for you, boss. I'm sorry. And then looks, of course, that's the initial thing. That's what gets me. All that other stuff doesn't matter if you're ugly. So the looks are 100% the most important. Now they fade, and like you said, stuff changes.
Look, y'all don't miss out on y'all blessing looking at these folks in their face.
No,
Don't
but
miss out on your blessing.
well, let me tell you why I say looks is number one over personality. Because you're not gonna give a guy a chance to learn his personality if you think he's ugly.
Well, you right about that.
And also, you said money was number four, and you put sex and what else did you say that you put over it?
Height was last, is all I
Okay,
know.
so you had money at number four, and you put sex, personality, and looks over
I probably should have switched them.
money. So let me ask you a question: if you were single and there was a nice guy that worked at Burger King, would you give him an opportunity?
Look, it depends on where I'm at in life.
Let's say you are where you are now. Seems like money matters a little bit more than a lot of things you're saying.
I mean, it do, but look,
So you don't care about the personality of a Burger King worker.
I
See what I'm saying?
I do, but it just that's why I say it depends on where you at in life right now. Because where I'm at right now, what can you do for me working at Burger King?
And that's a fair point. But
Yeah.
that's exactly my point. You say money is number four over personality, but it goes back to what she said. Men have to have a certain requirements for you to even care about their personality. That's why it's so low for me, because I don't like for money's not a factor to me. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
I'm gonna tell you, if I was single and I was like looking for somebody, it'd be a difference. Like like I don't want to ride through and meet him in the drive-through, but like if I met him and then he told me he was like the manager at Burger King or he worked at Burger King, that's okay. But I don't want to pull up on you while you in the drive-through handing me my food.
So what if he like worked at Burger? So what if he worked at Burger King and he was happy, just doing the regular for the rest of his life? That's what he wanted to do. But he had a great personality. He was nice, loyal.
Sex was fire.
I told you gotta get the bag now. You gotta get the bag.
And see, and I'm glad you said that. And there's nothing wrong with that. But that's exactly my point. Money matters a hell of a lot more than you think it does. Way more than personality.
It does.
Because you will disqualify a man with a good personality if he doesn't make enough money.
It depends on where you're at in life. That's why I'm saying, like,
No, but
I get what you're saying.
you could be at your lowest. You don't want a man that's going to stay at Burger King.
If I'm at my lowest, then I'm going to need him. Like, long as he got a job and I ain't got one.
But I'm saying, though, no, she's fine. She's fine.
Gotcha.
She's talking. She was talking loud enough to where it would. Yeah,
Gotcha.
which is good. This is good. But I'm saying though, like you say, like you gonna need him because he got a job. But I'm saying you don't want to struggle with him.
I don't.
And you would. And here's the thing: a man will go into Burger King and see a woman in there, and he might ask her out on a date if he thinks she looks good enough.
You're right.
You walk into Burger King. Flip my burger, nigga. That's what she has. Well, go. Where my Whopper?
Can I get my onion rings with some?
Yeah, I don't need all that extra. Where's my? Just give me my onion rings with the zesty.
Yeah.
I already know, and it's okay. Listen, y'all. This is good. I do this exercise to prove the point.
But look, if I walk in there and I was single and he had like pretty brown skin, cute eyes, and he taking my order, look,
You gonna take him seriously though?
I will.
Long term.
I will.
Long term.
I will. Depending on how everything go. Now, if he talking right, he looking right. Like I said, depends on how his personality is. Now, look, you can't be cocky working at Burger King. You can't.
No,
you can't.
I literally just said he could. I said he has a nice personality.
Yeah.
I said he's great, but he's just comfortable staying as a crew member at Burger King for the rest of his life. That's what I said. And you said
Sir,
you got to
look.
get the bag. That's what you said.
Sir, now they only max out on pay at a certain amount.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what I'm saying. So even if he knew how to talk to you and whatever, you don't care if he ain't making no money.
That's why.
And if he ugly, do you really care about his personality? But you got looks above personality.
Look, I'm gonna tell you,
No,
you
you
can't
didn't.
you can't be ugly, got a bad personality, trying to holler at me, and you work at Burger King. Now you can't have all that.
Oh no, and there's some men that have the audacity to do that.
Like you cannot
I
have the
understand.
audacity, cause come on now, we gotta match up somewhere.
I understand. I always do this exercise at the beginning to point out that a lot of the times, like, women say answers that are politically correct. They sound good. It sounds good to say you want a guy for his personality, but let's just be real. If he's ugly, he don't make no money, you don't care. And it's okay.
And you can't do all of it now.
Yeah, and here's the thing. It's okay. To me, it's okay if you don't want to be with a broke man that does not look good. It's perfectly fine. Like, now if you want to say personality is the most important after you get married, sure. But in order to get married, he's got to meet the standard
Gotta
first.
have a standard.
Yeah. So, and that's why I think she changed her answer to looks, because I told her before she had personality number one the last time we did this, and I was like, do you really care about his personality if he's ugly, if he don't make no money? I always hear a lot of women say that they don't care about a man's money, but then when I say, well, what if he works at Burger King, McDonald's, CVS? Well, as long as he's planning on owning the Burger King, nah, he gonna stay basic.
Sir, we gotta have some goals.
He's happy though.
Well, sir, you gonna be happy alone.
Fair. Okay. Do y'all have anything? Oh, wait, no. You said sex was number 5. Why is sex so low?
Because, like I said, for me, if it ain't going on, I got me.
But at
Like-
the end of the day,
No, but
you
what if
need
it's-
somebody that want to help you though. Like,
Well, yeah, you do, and that's what causes cheating. And I mean, I
maybe
feel like
I got to get me, you got to get you. We got to get each other.
that's just a matter of importance to me. I mean, like I can't say that in a week from now it's not going to change, but right now that's where I'm at. So
Okay, that's fair.
They have quality amount of
Penis.
products that can help.
yes.
Yeah, see,
See what
I
I'm
always
saying?
hear women say that. Garbage. I'm sorry. Y'all, I got my rose.
Welcome to the real world.
I got my rose. Listen, ain't nothing that you can do to duplicate the feeling when
Of
the
a real
tip
penis.
first goes in. There's nothing that you can do to replicate a real tongue eating your pussy.
I mean,
Let's stop the
But
cap.
you-
I got a rose. I got that, bruh.
Oh, what I
okay,
done got
you are
myself
so
into.
right, but I mean, it's kind of like a diploma and a GED. You get that good enough. You know what I mean? You get that good enough.
I mean, if you're good, if you're cool, like if you're satisfied, just doing it on your own, cool. I'm just saying that.
Well, I'm not, but I'm just saying.
To say like well there's toys or whatever as if like that can replace it, you're not gonna want to do it all night because them toys ain't gonna snuggle up with you after you get done.
You're so right.
Them toys ain't gonna rub on you while you're doing it. They're just gonna be there for one thing and one thing only. There's a lot of things a lot of intimacy that y'all women crave that these toys cannot give you. Some of these dudes can't either, but
I was gonna
at
say.
least there's a chance with some of the dudes. So we're gonna see. I just love when women say that. Okay, so we're gonna move on to the second topic. Okay, this one is called TJ's Unpopular Opinions. I have a list in my phone of a lot of unpopular opinions. Usually I share them on Facebook, but I just put them in a little notes thing, and I picked 3 of them and we discussed them. I don't know if you read over them, but if you didn't, then this is great because. Okay, so
I don't know what I done got myself into.
well, strap in.
Welcome to the podcast.
So, I want you to know when I say these, all you have to do, you can tell me if you agree or disagree. You can say why, but just know that these are my opinions for sure. So it's not like I'm saying them and somebody else said them. No, I actually feel this way. So I just want that to be out there. Okay. All right. So my first opinion: if you have no kids, dating a single mother or father is a bad investment. Do you agree or disagree?
If you have no kids.
I'll take it a step further. If you're a man with kids, it's a terrible investment to date a single mother. If you're a man with no kids, it's 100%. There's no reason why you should do it. And if you're a woman with no kids, it's a bad investment. But if you have kids as a woman, take what you can get. I'm just being real. So agree or disagree?
So you already know I disagree. I do agree with you. And here's why. Because I'm not dating some man who has kids. But now that's also coming from somebody who also has her own children. I don't feel like I want to be a stepmom. I can't love someone else's kids the way that I can genuinely love my own. Now, does that mean I can't love somebody if I was to date somebody with kids? That's not saying that, but I don't want to. I would prefer to be the first baby mama in all situations if there ever was a situation where I was somebody's baby mama. But that's just me. I think it's okay if you don't want to date somebody with kids cuz I damn sure don't.
Do you agree or disagree, Jello?
Can I explain myself?
Go ahead.
Well, that's what I want. Yeah.
Look, it depends on how many kids he got. Because look, I'm single. I can't take care of 3 kids now. 2 we can discuss. 1, yeah, I date you because why not? I got 1 child, so if I didn't have a husband or I wasn't with my husband, then yeah, I would be wanting somebody else. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I'm saying if you had no kids, I'm saying it would be a bad investment for you to date somebody that had them.
No,
So
that's why I said it depends on how many kids I got.
So you're saying that you disagree with me then? It's not a bad investment to date somebody with children? Okay.
See, if I'm single and no kids,
That's what I'm saying.
absolutely not. I refuse to date somebody with kids. Why would I bring kids into an environment as far as I'm concerned if me as a woman already doesn't have children? Obviously, you see women out here, you got women out here who can't have them. And you got women out here who choose not to have them. And you got women out here like me who have them. I'm grateful for them. Every day they save my life. But when it comes down to it, that was not my initial plan. I didn't want children. I love my babies. They've saved me 1,000%. But now if my babies weren't here, nope. You can take your kids and take yourself and hit the next one up because I can't do it. If you have kids, with me having kids, it's like, I'm like her, it's negotiable with 1 maybe, but like I already got 2. You know what I mean? So I prefer somebody who doesn't have children. And I feel like everybody has somebody, and, you know, it's just all in what you prefer.
Well, the reason that I feel the way that I feel and why I say it's a bad investment, specifically, I'll speak from the female perspective at first. If you don't have no kids as a woman and a guy comes up and he has kids, dealing with a baby mama, not something that you really want to do or should have to do. Um, the reason why I said when a man has kids and you have kids, and I say you should take what you can get, more so because women as stepmothers don't really have the responsibility that a stepfather has. You're kind of more like in a support type role as a stepmother, whereas the father is kind of in that provisionary role as a stepfather, but also in the support role too, which is why it's a bad investment. To be a stepfather in general, I don't think it's a good idea to be a stepfather. I'm gonna be real with you.
You don't want to be with nobody that got kids.
What? No, man. I'm gonna tell you why.
Basically.
I'm gonna tell you why. First and foremost, especially if you don't have any. So if you don't have any as a guy, and I think I explained this the last time, but I'm gonna say it again. If you don't have any kids, right, and I want to take you out on a date, for example, well, you got to get a babysitter. You know, got to work around your kids' schedule. You might be free, but your kids don't have no babysitter. So now we can't go and hang out because of that. Um, Statistically speaking, most women in this country have more than one child. And I want to say, of those women that have more than one child, either a majority or close to half have more than one child with more than one baby daddy. So I have to deal with multiple dudes if I did that. And if if he's a bad father and he's absent, it's bad because I have to deal with the trauma that he left you. I also have to. I'm probably gonna have to be more of a father figure to these kids because their dad isn't there, and the expectation of me to be a father is gonna generally be higher. If the parent is, if you have a good like baby daddy, right? Well, now I have to consult with him to make decisions about the children that I'm taking care of, right? So, like, if I wanted to spank them, I have to get your permission, right? Or
Gee,
that's what you say.
I
But
understand.
some random nigga come in and start beating your kids.
That's only respectful though.
It is
that's
respectful,
respect. That's
but
respect.
again, I'm the one that's having. They in my house 6-7 days out the week, and they see you once every other weekend. But I have to consult with you to make a decision about them.
That's right.
Not a good trade off to me. Not good. I don't make decisions in my own house about children that I'm responsible for. So bad idea. Number one. Number two. So I have to deal with that with with baby daddies. I have to deal with being on your children's time. I have to deal with like I said, the fact you couldn't have a babysitter, and just that's just you. That's just them. Not even mentioning having to try to get to know you. And, I have to come to the house at random times. Well, I don't want you to come over here when my kids are awake. So I have to come over at 11 o'clock at night. If I do come over, then I have to be quiet. There's all kinds of things that I have to deal with that I wouldn't have to deal with a woman that does not have kids.
That's understandable.
Plus, imagine, like I said, most women in this country have more than 2 kids. How many of them are going to want to have more? What if I want to have kids and you don't? Now I'm fucked. I'm raising another dude's kids and can't have none of my own.
I told you that goes back to that submissive stuff. Like, if you are with a man and you have kids and he wants more children, if that man is solely providing for you and them kids and he's also like genuinely caring about you, I feel like you as a woman should have him a child. But that's just me biblically speaking.
Should, but I don't think that's how that works.
It's
So look,
Her body, her choice.
that is the world
I'm
we live in.
kind of. Me and my husband are having it kind of like the same issue. So everybody around us like, when y'all gonna have another baby? When y'all gonna have another baby? So he wants the boy, and I'm at the point where like, look, we living good. We ain't got no problems.
My kid
She was
potty
a
trained.
she was a good baby. Like she slept throughout the whole night since she was 2 months old. She is not. She of course she is like almost in she is a terrible 2 year old and she only 1.5. But we're doing good with this one. What would I think to bring? Why would I bring in another one right now? Like I understand he want another boy. He's a good husband. He do what he's supposed to do regarding his family. But Lord, why I want to bring in another baby? And of course, yes, I'm submissive to him because he's my husband. But another child right now, come on, let's weigh these options. Let's do the pros and the cons.
See, for me though, it would be like this. This is me. So once I'm married, I have this dream, and I'm sure I'll make it come true because it's me. But I want to be delusional. Like I don't want to know about the problems. Let like TJ said, let the man do what he does. If he wants to add to the issues or to the plate, if he wants to add to the plate, we'll put it like that because I don't want to call a kid an issue or anything an issue really. Then to me, that's on him. He better be there whenever you need the mental support. He needs to be there whenever you need the physical support. He needs to be there fully if that's what he chooses to do. And then it's his wife, you submit or whatever, but he has to understand the stipulations. You know what I mean? That's kind of how like relationships work for me. For me, I feel like okay, if this is what you want, then you better be ready for what you want. But on me, like I want another baby, so it's no issue for me. I have two, and I want another one.
See, that's what the problem is right there. You want another one, baby.
But see, she brings up a good point. See, I think a lot of times women will say they want to be submissive, but only if it's something that benefits them. Right?
Exactly.
You don't want to be submissive when it's something that you don't want to do.
Exactly.
But see, here's the thing.
It's just a woman.
But here's the thing, though. As a man, he's supposed to provide and protect for you. He can't say, well, I don't feel like paying the bills today. If you say, I need you to change the tire, I really don't want to do that today. If somebody breaks into the house, he can't say, you know,
You got it. I
I
don't.
had a long day at work today. I just don't feel like going down there dealing with that. Just, you go handle it. You know, like his duties as the man are non-negotiable. You know, but you, on the other hand, like if somebody comes up and slaps you in the face and steals your purse, and he's like, my legs hurt, I don't feel like chasing him today. You're probably gonna lose a massive amount of respect for him. You might even leave him. But
Yeah, because why you just let somebody take my purse and you not do nothing about it?
exactly. But
But
see,
you're his wife, so why won't you have his kid? You
that's what I'm
said
saying. That's
but,
my point.
But that's the thing. Who says we ready to have another one right now? Let's do the.
Well,
pros and
I'm
the
saying,
cons.
but I'm saying that's where submission comes in. Because who say he want to go down there and deal with a robber? Who says that he wants to go to work and risk his life to provide for you so you can have nice nails and nice hair? Who says that he wants to go and change the tire and when it's cold outside, snowing and stuff? He got to do it.
Cause he the husband,
And you got to do it because you the wife.
and I'm the wife. But when it comes to you gotta think about. Look, let me not get into medicine.
No, you go ahead.
You gotta think about the medical standpoint in it. Like his body ain't gotta go through what your body about to go through for
Right,
9 whole months.
right.
He ain't gotta be sick for 9 whole months. So it's you
That's
gotta
why I
work it out.
say he has to be ready for the mental.
Hold on.
He
hold
has
on,
to
hold
be
on, hold on,
solely
hold on.
ready.
Hold on. So you're saying that the pregnancy is bad because, you know, there's threats that you could die and it could have long-term effects on you. What do you think protecting you from robbers is like as a
But
risk of death?
who said we're gonna get robbed?
But I'm saying if he does get robbed, ain't no choice. Like, see, this is what I'm saying. If some man came up, punched him, and took his wallet and ran off, nobody expects you to go after him.
Right. You better
But
do
if
it.
a woman or a man comes up and slaps you and takes your purse, he better go after him.
Yeah,
right.
got no choice.
So my thing is, what I'm saying is that when it comes to things where he has to risk his life for you, right, or he has to do things for you, he ain't got a choice. But when it comes to things that may put you in some kind of imminent danger, for him, well, I don't know if I want to do it, or I don't know. We really need to think about this. Ain't no thinking when go get my purse, nigga. That's what it is. It ain't no thinking. It's go get it. So why is it that for him it's go get it, but for you it's, well, let's think about this. Let's talk it out. Why can't he talk it out? Why can't he say, well, look, babe, I'm sorry. I got a bum knee. I can't really go down
Cause
here.
look, that's where them responsibilities come in. The husband duty, the wife duty. It's my duty to please you and to do whatever I'm supposed to
Submit.
do as a wife.
Yes.
But when it comes to certain things, we gonna have to discuss that and work that out. Just like if it's something that I want to do, he may want me to discuss that and work that out. He may have a problem or issue with something that I want to do.
I get what you're saying.
Look, think about this. Think about this. Now, he want me to have another baby.
Okay.
So I got a little 5-seater car. If I want another baby, you gonna go buy me that truck I want.
He has
He
to
probably
be solely
will.
ready.
But I'm saying.
And so you know why
but
he
I'm
probably
saying, what
will?
if he tell me no?
Then he can't, because here's the thing. That's where being in a relationship comes into you both have your equal parts, the wife duty, the husband duty.
Hold on. Is buying you a car a husband duty?
Is having a baby that I may not.
Yes.
have
It is.
a husband.
100%.
It is.
Yes.
It's not.
It is. That is 100%.
Look, so
part of your
just
duty.
because he tell me I gotta have a baby, I gotta have one.
I'm not
No.
saying that you have to, but I'm saying that it's negotiable for you and it's not for him. Like I said, like it always kills me because, like I said, if the sink is broken, you expect that man to fix the sink.
Right.
But if a man asks you to cook and you don't want to cook, it's okay. That's on a smaller level. Or if a man goes out and gets in the heat to fix to ask you to fix the tire or something. You ask him to fix the tire in the car. The tire's flat. Or I need you to go take my car to get the oil change. I need you to go give me some tampon. I need you to whatever. He got to go do it. But if he asks you to suck his dick, I don't want to do that. I'm tired today. Why is it? And that just goes back to my point. And it's really more so off the pregnancy thing, but I'm just saying, why is it that when men have duties as husbands, they are ingrained, set in stone, you got to do them or you're done. But when it comes to you doing your wifely duties, you can talk it out. That's what I'm asking. That's my question to most women. You know what I'm saying? Because like it's not a fair deal, really. You know, like I got to do everything that you can, or you'll leave me, because women leave 80% of the time when a divorce is initiated. So they leaving.
Cause it depends on what's surrounding the problem that's causing them to leave. What's the sole issue?
There's not one particular. There's a lot of
It's
random
multiple.
ones.
Yeah,
Yes.
I agree with that.
There's infidelity. Yeah.
Infidelity, that's the main
There's
issue.
money. Money is a big issue.
That's a main issue. I agree with
Till
that.
death do us part. But you lost your job. Fuck you. I'm gone. I'm gonna find somebody else.
We as women crave security.
Yeah.
And I feel like here it's me biblically speaking. Like a few months ago, probably even I'm gonna say about a year, I'm the same way. I'm like, oh no, it's my body, my choice. But here's my thing. This is also coming from somebody who is a mother, who has been a wife, who has also had an abortion, and I've also, like, I don't believe in that your body, your choice. Like, to me, and here's
what?
my reason. I don't. I've had an abortion, but that your body, your choice is bullshit, because it no longer is your body when that they call it a cell in the abortion places. When that cell has a heartbeat, it's no longer you. It's its own person. And so, to me, the your body, your choice thing, that's wild. But now, as far as like submitting to your husband, one of the main things as a wife is to bear children. So I'm not saying go out here and give this man a baby, because obviously, like you said, y'all are talking through it or whatever, and that's really good that y'all can do that. And I hope that y'all, resolve that on, a equal level where y'all are both satisfied. And I understand where you're coming from, where you don't want to add to the plate. Why would you? Because as mothers, we are tired. We do the cleaning, we do the cooking, and we take care of them kids. And I'm not saying the men don't, but 9 times out of 10 they don't. They don't do what we as mothers do. And so,
Okay, let me tell you something. 90% of workplace deaths, men. Men are
and
going
that's
to
because
work.
They work.
They work in different job settings than women do.
Right.
Most
Why?
men,
Why though? Why do you think they do that?
Most men don't like. I ain't gonna say they don't, but most men don't go to college. They go straight to factories. Everybody,
Why?
as they say, everybody don't have a college Everybody don't want to go to college.
You're right.
So most men just get out into the work
Most
field.
men go to hard, laborious jobs because they pay a lot of money and because they know that the more money that they have, the easier it'll be to stay with a woman.
Right.
As crazy as it sounds, because they know that if a man, reality will slap us in the face, right? If we're shitty, we don't make any money, reality will reinforce that. Women will not want to be with us, right?
Right.
So we have to go out and risk our lives, and that's what kills me. We have to go out and risk our lives to be with women who won't even suck our dick when we ask. I'm at work, getting sawdust and getting, not me personally, but I'm saying men go to work, they risk their lives, they're bricklayers, they're out in heat. When it's snowing outside and they're climbing up these electrical poles, they're under in the sewers, risking all kinds of disease just to go home to their wife that don't want to suck their dick. And he's down there doing all that shit so she can have nails, so she can have
But what
her
if
hair
a woman
done.
holding her own? What if she holding her own?
me ask you a
Like,
question.
what if the woman is the breadwinner?
It doesn't work. That's the thing. It
Not
don't
for
work.
long.
Women do not provide for men long term at all. So you could be in the breadwinner position and you may do it for a month, 2 months, 3 months, but after a certain point you're gonna, maybe even a year, but after a certain point you're gonna be like, bruh, come on now. I need you to get back. I can't do it.
You gotta
No man, no woman want to take care of no man.
You right.
Y'all ain't built for that, and it's okay.
Right. You're right.
It's perfectly
Like
fine.
she said, we want security. Like,
Of course.
I think, I want, as you know what I'm saying, as being married, I want my husband to be above me. You know what I'm saying? I want him
That's
to be
true.
able to make the decisions that he needs to make. I want him to be able to be like
A man.
to be a man.
Yeah.
Literally,
To
that's
lead.
what he's supposed to do is to
100%.
lead.
Mhm.
So,
But part of
but as a
understand-
wife, you have to be a follower. You have to be submissive.
and women don't like that.
when it comes to some stuff now.
Nah, but see, he
But
can't
that's
he
when-
can't be a leader when it comes to some stuff though. He has to be a leader.
But is he
All
that
the-
leader that he needs to be?
Well, if he's not, y'all are
Some-
gonna leave him.
but
That's
some-
the thing. Y'all ain't gonna stay with a man that can't lead. That's my point. So if he's not that leader, we don't even have to ask that question because y'all will leave him. Statistically speaking, y'all will. Women don't want to be with no guy that's not competent, that's not able to do things, that's not able to solve problems. They want to be with a guy that's gonna take that initiative, and he can't falter. And that might just be the what happens when you're the leader. But my thing is like, it's a bad deal when me having to do my duty, like it would be like if we were working at a job and I was expected to do all of my job, everything in my job description, and you got to kind of negotiate when you did yours.
It's just not fair.
I'll be looking at you like, what? Like I'm sitting up here, I gotta clean the bathrooms, I gotta clean the hallway, but she only get to clean the hallway like today. She don't feel like doing it today, or she only get to clean half of the hallway. How the fuck that work? I ain't gonna like that. That's not a good deal for me. You know what I'm saying? I think that, and I'm not saying that like you have to, bear his children or whatever. Give him 8 if he asks for 8. I get it. Relationships are about talking and compromise,
They are.
but it has to be compromise on both ends.
It does.
So if the motherfucker say he don't want to go out and change the tire, he ain't got to change the tire.
Alright.
I have a question. Is your daughter his?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So now my opinion is a little different because at this point
We already got a baby together.
exactly. So to me, if you want to wait, that's something obviously you want to negotiate with him. But
Now-
I see
now
nothing
look,
wrong
it's
with
not
that.
changed.
Hey, now look, now
doesn't
if he wasn't my daughter's father, then yeah. If he my husband, yeah, I'm gonna give him a baby.
Right.
Yeah, of course, because I done married you.
Right.
It's my duty. Like, why wouldn't I do that?
Hold on.
Right.
I'm confused.
She said so.
It changes if it's not his kid?
Yeah, it would
Yeah.
change.
And
Why?
it's because like
Because I haven't given him anything. If that's something that he wants, I done gave him. Now we
What if
married.
he want another one.
I done gave him one.
He want
Nah.
another one.
All right, and we ain't gonna look. We gonna discuss this. We gonna talk about it. We gonna weigh our options. You got to look into the future. You got to be able to plan this out in your head. Sometimes it don't work like
See,
that.
this is the crazy thing though. That man that is the stepdaddy, right? He is coming in raising another man's child, and you just give him a baby. This other guy has been with you day one, raised the baby up, taking care of you, doing all these things, and now it's like, well, let's discuss it. But a stepdad can just come in and just say, "Hey, I want a baby," and he just get one.
For me, it is, and that's because I'm pretty submissive. Though I know that sounds crazy coming from me, and if you know me, you're like, there ain't no way. But it's true. I do have submissive ways, and so like to me, like if I was still with my ex husband, ain't no way. We got our two. We got our boy and our girl. We're three. But like as a single mom, and knowing that I'm gonna be with men who do not have children, who will eventually maybe want children, I've just come to the terms with I'm probably gonna have to have more children, and that is something I have chose to be okay with myself.
Sure. I just think for you to say that you wouldn't date a guy with kids, but then to also disagree with the point that a man with no kids dating somebody with kids, it doesn't really click with me.
So I wouldn't date a man with no kids, and I don't hate a man if he don't want to date me for no kids.
Well, I said it was a bad investment, and you said you disagreed.
No, I said I do agree.
You said you disagreed.
Well, I may have said that, but I mean I do agree. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure I said I disagree, and then I said, wait, no, I do agree with you. But
Actually, I think that's true.
yeah, I do agree with you with that. So
Okay. Well, we'll move on. We spent a lot of time on that subject. Anything else though? You all anything else?
Good.
All right. Now, me and you have got into
she gonna go
a
with it.
debate about this one on Facebook before. I specifically put this in here because I knew you were coming on the show. So, this unpopular opinion, the second one is waiting to do wifey duties until you're a wife makes no sense whatsoever. Do you agree or disagree?
Look, we done had this discussion on Facebook.
Let's do it on camera.
All right. Now look. Do you think your girlfriend, not necessarily say she live with you, but she your girlfriend, y'all dating, she don't stay in the house with you. You think she should be over here washing your clothes, washing your dishes, sweeping your floor, making your bed, cleaning your house? You think she should be doing it, actually?
I don't think it's a requirement, but I would say that it would make me a lot more it'd make me a lot more like willing to marry her if I saw her doing that.
Okay, but I got a question. So what did she get out of it?
Commitment.
What okay, so why would it take her doing all that to get a commitment? What are you doing for her?
I'm gonna be
Because
doing
look,
husband
this
duties.
is what's husband like. What would you would be doing?
Taking care of her. I'm gonna be providing for her, showing her loyalty, doing all these things, giving her security. You have to understand that men provide security to women that they're just friends with. If we
Not
go out,
all men.
yeah, if we go out to the club, if you come with me, like if you see women come to the club with men, and some dude comes up and is rude to them, that man will step in the way, and risk fighting a dude he don't even know, and it could even have been her fault, but he'll jump in the way and provide security for her and protection for a girl that's not even fucking him. So dudes will do this.
So look, this is my thought process.
I'm sorry.
This is my thought process on it. Okay, so we're not in the olden days no more as to where look, this is my point.
Go ahead.
We're not in the olden days no more as
didn't
to
mean to do
where
that, I'm sorry.
it's okay. As to where the man is the head, like the man is the one that he the breadwinner, he bring in the money. The wife sitting at home taking care of the kids. Look, we out here working as well.
Hmm.
So if we at home doing it, we taking care of the kids, we going to work. Why you can't do the same thing? Why can't you do the same thing? Why can't it be equal?
Because equal doesn't work. Because you don't want equal.
When it comes to responsibilities in the house,
No. You said out of your own mouth that you want your man to be above you, right?
I do.
So you look for a man that has qualities that are superior to yours, but you want him to come down and be equal to you?
No, that don't mean coming down. That just because he's helping you do things, that doesn't bring him down. To me, that's a man being more of a man, helping me do the things around the house that I need to be done. But if we not married, then no, I'm not finna do that stuff for you.
Well,
Because if I do that stuff for you one time, you gonna expect me to keep doing it. And
why
if
would you not? So is he supposed to? Let me ask you a question then.
But
So is a man supposed to expect you when y'all get married? Is he just supposed to take your word that you're gonna start sweeping and stuff after y'all get married? He's just supposed to believe that you're gonna do that
how is he supposed to know?
by you
But
doing
look,
it.
but
That's why.
No.
Yes.
Let's look.
Yes.
Let's look. Look. Biblically, this in my mind. Biblically, how does it work? How does dating work?
I'm not.
Because if it exactly.
I'm not a Bible thumper. I ain't gonna lie. I don't
Okay, no, look. So technically, the way this stuff's supposed to work, as in you supposed to date, then you get married. But once you get married, that's when you get the house. That's when you get the baby. Y'all ain't supposed to be like shacking up, cause basically, I mean, I'm not saying that's what everybody.
I think you should. I know it's against the
But
thing, but
I ain't gonna say it's a bad thing because that is how you learn people.
yeah.
But I just don't agree with a woman moving in doing wifely duties, or not even just moving in, like doing wifely duties to some. Cause what if y'all break up?
Well, then you
That
listen.
and that mean like look at all that you just did. Like you doing everything he wants you to do.
Now you
If
know what
it's
it's like to
pure
be a man.
Intent, though.
Now you know what it's like to be a man. Because imagine a man taking a woman on a date, paying for her food, planning the date, paying for her food, driving her, picking her up, paying for things. Some women want you to pay a bill. You know what I'm saying? I need you. Oh, you gonna pay a bill to fuck with me? Imagine a man doing that, taking you on 4 or 5 days, paying for it all the time, and then the girl don't even want to fuck with you. Friends on you. Now you know what it's like to be a man. But you know what? I don't act like a gentleman, right, to a woman, and then get done wrong, and then say, well, now I'm gonna be toxic. No, I'm gonna continue to be a gentleman.
As you should.
So if you do wifely duties for a dude and he break up, that don't mean you stop doing wifely duties. That just mean that dude ain't worth it.
I'm not gonna start. So if I was dating somebody and he had a crib or whatever, like this your house, you take care of your own house. I'm not gonna say that I would help if you was cleaning up. I'm not gonna say that I would help you. But no, I'm not finna come over here and wash your clothes and clean out your refrigerator. Nah, because you did that yourself.
Okay.
Now, if I was your wife,
Okay.
yeah, that would be my job to make sure all this around here is
Okay.
functioning as it should.
Well, I would say this: if you're dating a guy, and let's go back to the example, if you're dating a guy, and somebody comes up and takes your purse and runs off, and he don't go because he ain't your husband, are you gonna continue to date him?
If I'm say
Y'all
that
just
again.
dating, right?
Okay.
Y'all are dating, y'all boyfriend and
Okay.
girlfriend, and
All
some
right.
dude comes up, takes your purse, runs off, and he just lets him go away. You gonna still continue to take him seriously?
No, that's over and done with because you just showed me that you're not the person that I need you to be.
So,
But you using look at that. Look at
no,
that.
no, that's duty. It's a functional equivalent because if you were in the situation, it's a functional equivalent. It's not the exact same thing, but I'm saying it's men and women are different. We have different expectations. Like if
That's something that a man is supposed to do though.
but that's my point.
Like a
That's my point.
I'm saying like a stranger not finna let.
Yes, they will. If I saw a girl get her,
You're not gonna try to you.
Fuck no. I ain't the husband.
Okay, well everybody. Okay, I get
See
that.
what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? My thing is, here's my thing. If that man, but see, and here's another thing. You said anybody. If a dude came up and punched him and took his wallet and took off, and you didn't run after him, wouldn't nobody say shit?
Yeah,
So it's not
they
a
wouldn't
person thing.
They wouldn't expect a woman to, you know what I'm saying, do that. Cause
But that's what I'm saying.
But it's a society expectation.
Right.
No,
exactly.
It's a woman's expectation to expect men to do, and I'm saying that you
It's a man expectation for a woman to do.
you said that if that man didn't do it, you weren't gonna do it because that's what men are supposed to do, and that is a husband duty. But he's showing you that he is husband material while dating you, and that's how you know that you want to be with him.
But there are signs. There are signs, just like that, like that's a sign. But me coming in here, mopping your house, sweeping your floor.
Basically, I feel like this is what you're saying. So, to me, I'm not your mom. If it's your house,
exactly,
and I see you keeping up, I will help you if I am your girlfriend.
Yes.
Like I've went in my boyfriend's house, and I went in his mom's house, and I cleaned it completely. Okay, and it's not because I want something from him. To me, though, I do that stuff. I love cleaning, but I also enjoy being able to help somebody when they need
Let me
help.
tell you how that sounds. That sounds like you going to a job interview and saying, I'm not going to tell you how good of a worker I am. I'm going to show you after you hire me.
Exactly. That's kind of
You think they going to hire you?
Well, it's their choice.
They won't.
Are you gonna trust them? That's the thing. Are you gonna trust?
Why would I? But see, I have to trust your words. But you know what's a lot easier to trust? Your actions. If you
That don't mean I'm gonna keep it up.
it doesn't.
It don't mean I'm gonna keep it
It
up.
doesn't. You're right. But see, how do I know that you're gonna do it? when you get married. When we get married, like you haven't cleaned for 2.5 years in this house, and then all of a sudden, after a wedding, now you're gonna start cleaning. I'm just supposed to believe that. You see what I'm saying?
I mean, do you get where I'm coming from, though?
I get where both of you are coming from, and that's why I say my perspective. Like, I'm not your mom. If it's your house and we are dating,
Well, I'm not your husband. If somebody comes in this house and robs you,
but hear me out though. Hear me out.
you get robbed.
It's not your house, and I expect you to clean it as far as what you can do. And I'm not saying if I come over, I'm like her. If I come over, I'm gonna help. If I feel like them dishes in the sink need to be done, if I'm not doing nothing, we not doing nothing, I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna do them. And that's just me dating.
That's my choice.
But that's my choice. Yes, it's not an obligation.
It is your choice. I'm not saying it's an obligation either, but I'm saying that you need to audition for the part that you want.
I agree.
If you want to be a wife, act like a wife.
Right.
Because if you don't show me that you're a wife, why would I marry you?
Right.
Because here's the thing. If I marry you and you're not wifey material, you divorce me. Well, I've lost half my money. I've lost the children. I've lost my car. I lost my house. And I'm going to be paying child support to you probably. So, like, I can't afford to go off of what... I can't afford to go off your word. I have to go off of your actions. Right? So, my thing is, if I want to be your husband, then I'm going to show you that I'm worth being your husband by doing husband duties.
Right.
As a boyfriend. Like, if I wanted to date you, I'm going to show you that I'm worthy of being dated. Right, by doing things like holding your door open, taking you out on dates, being romantic and stuff. I'm not just gonna say, "Well, you should date me because you'll just wait and see." Just wait and see.
Right. Yeah. See, I agree with that. I agree with you, and it's just because, like me, for instance, I'm so big on, I'm big about believing you'll just see. I believe that in men, and that's a lot of my problem.
You don't need to. Men lie.
That's
men
my problem.
lie.
Right. But here's my problem too with me being that way. I have found out, and what I found out, I do not like, and so I'm in here auditioning for my job interview, and this dude is over here. You'll find out. You'll find out. But see, as someone who's
Only
also
time will tell.
But see, here's another thing. Time's gonna tell. We get married, and I done all that, and he's still doing what he does. No, ma'am.
But guess what?
Bye.
If that happens, you can leave and take his shit, but he can't leave and take your shit. That's what I'm saying. So for him, he has to know that you're gonna be.
That's why they
wife.
make prenups.
Women ain't trying to sign no prenups.
I feel like if you need a prenup signed, if she want to be with you bad enough, she will sign it.
I agree. It should be like that, but it ain't. Because a lot of women look at prenups as, oh, you think we're going to break up?
I mean, you never know. It happens in all situations.
Prenup, to me, prenup is a security thing.
Exactly.
It's just a security thing.
It
like,
is.
I don't go get, like, insurance and be like, oh, I'm finna get sick.
Right.
Like, no, I get it because just in case.
Just in case, right.
Right.
So, yeah, I don't know. But
I feel like what's belonging to you before this belongs to you after this.
Yeah, that's just my opinion, though.
And
I
it's cool.
just don't think that, like... that I should be responsible for cleaning your damn house.
You shouldn't. I'm not saying that you. I'm just saying if.
Cause look, if me and you break up, the next woman gonna be in here folding up your drawers.
I'm saying that men don't need to take women seriously if they're not gonna show that they're worthy of being a wife. Because a lot of women these days think they pussy is enough to keep a dude.
And it ain't.
It ain't, baby.
It's out here for $5.
Because y'all don't understand that these pussy. Once you give a man the pussy, generally, your bargaining chips are off the table. It's what you do after you give him the pussy that determines whether you're gonna keep him or not. And if a man sees you as a wife and you're doing things that shows him that you would be a good wife, he will commit to you 100%. But if you give him the pussy and then you come in here and you're just chilling, it's cool. He might marry you. There's a lot of simps out here.
Some men might marry you if you do the wifey things, and some men might not.
And that's fine, but I think that's a risk that you have to take because, again, I'm not going to stop being a gentleman because one or two women didn't appreciate it.
Right.
Because that's not going to work for me. Well, it might. I don't know. These toxic niggas is in. But I'm saying, like, I'm not going to stop being a gentleman because one or two women have ruined it, have finessed me. And I've had way more women finesse me for being a gentleman. Right. But that doesn't mean I'm going to stop being a gentleman and stop doing these things and treating women right because of some bad experiences with women.
Right.
'Cause-
You don't want to pull old baggage into new baggage and it make it toxic
And it
because
changed the
somebody
whole
else.
situation.
Right.
Right,
Yeah,
and that's
I
my
get that.
that's my thing. If you, because every time I say this to a lot of women, they always kind of give me that. Well, what if we break up? I've just done all this for nothing. And my thing is like, well, first and foremost, I would say I'm a husband naturally, so I'm gonna do all these things anyway because that's just who I am. I'm gonna show if I'm with somebody that I want to be with, I'm gonna show you that I'm husband material because I'm not dating you for fun. You know, I'm not for. We're not gonna do no 3 months and then done type shit.
Right.
So that's just who I am, and I feel like if you're not willing to do these wifely duties, you still might get wifed up. But I think you put yourself in a way better light, and I think that's why a lot of women are failing. Now you married, so you good. But I'm saying a lot of these other women out here, they not it. And the thing is, they'll say, "Well, I'll do these wifey duties," and then they get married and they still don't. But see, once you get married, you got the power because you can leave and ruin them, unless you're the breadwinner, which never happens because women don't date down typically, and marry down either.
Right.
So anyway, anything else on that? Are we good?
I'm good.
We gotta move
I'm
it
good. I think this my time.
on. Oh, you gotta go.
I gotta get home to my husband and my baby.
That's cool.
I got wifely duties.
Do your wifely duties. Well, that's cool. I appreciate you coming on the podcast. Give some final thoughts before you go. What you thought about the show and stuff of that nature.
The show is really good. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be.
I told you you're gonna forget the camera.
Yeah,
roll.
like my happy
you do
place.
forget. You forget the cameras right there. I like the discussion we had. This kind of just opens up your mind to how other people think.
It does.
On
On a whole new
a
level.
whole nother level. It does open up your mind to give you something to think about because some people are just one sided. They don't think about the opposite side, or they don't think about how something could be different,
Right.
or what I'm saying, just being open minded about things. And sometimes we don't see how men think, which is
Right.
good because we need a man perspective on some things. And
Oh, yeah.
sometimes women like me, babe, we don't want to hear it.
Men ain't gonna tell you anyway.
And I-
Men ain't gonna
and
tell you.
TJ
I know
gonna tell you.
I know they're not. Some men don't like to express emotion or express their
It
feelings.
ain't even that. I'm gonna tell you. They're gonna lie to you because they want to fuck you. They're gonna tell you what they want you to hear so they can
To
fuck
get through
you.
to you.
Because they know if they say the things that I say, they ain't gonna want to fuck them. They don't. They can't. And a lot of times, women just can't handle the truth. Unfortunately, it is what it is, though. But that's a lot of men. Also, too, like I said, they feed your ego. And they're like, oh man, I love the fact that you make so much money and you're an independent go-getter, and that's what I love about you. And they really don't. They just say these things to feed your ego so they can fuck you. I'm dead ass.
Be blunt with it.
And
I
then,
mean,
and,
he will.
and men are very covert, so they're not gonna tell you when they're not fucking with you anymore. They'll just ghost you and never
Just
talk
be
to you.
end of it. That just be the end of
Never
it.
talk to you anymore, or they'll just keep fucking you but never commit to you.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, women don't be out here just doing shit for no reason. Make that man show up for what he's saying. Make him commit. If not, boop, on to the next one. Ain't nobody got time to be just keep going on and on with the motion. You got to set standards. And baby, if he just want to keep doing the same thing, he want to keep going with the motion. Time to go, because those standards, don't nobody want to keep doing the same thing over and over. Am I wrong?
No, I understand.
I'm gonna give my advice to women too, man. You gotta be you can't fall for the bullshit, man.
I know it. Like you gotta think like a dude. Like
do.
you literally
Think
have
like
to
a
think.
man.
You gotta think like a man. You really do. Because at the end of the day, like he said, if not, you gonna be finessed. And that's my
But
final
hey,
words.
here's also to say, them men kind of got to dull it down and think like a woman, because if not, you will also
We know how y'all think.
finesse.
Yeah, because
We know how y'all think.
I'm gonna tell you this.
We have to.
I'm gonna tell you this. Some women smarter than men. Most women are smarter than men.
That's a fact. We know this. Men are the least intelligent of the gender by statistics. But the thing is, not a lot of men are in a position to be able to finesse a woman. Right. But if any man that's good with women has to know women. They have to know what you think, because if not, they're not gonna be good. But y'all are in a beautiful position. Y'all don't have to know shit about men to get men, because they come to you. And that's where the problem is. A lot of women don't know a lot about men because they've never had to, because men will just come to them.
Chase them.
Yeah. So try to know what men want. A lot of don't and I put this on Facebook. Try to know what men actually want instead of what you think men should want.
Expectation.
I'm gonna let you go now. I'm sorry.
It's okay. Thank you.
All right. Well, Kirstie, final thoughts.
I love the podcast. The podcast has actually became one of my hobbies. Like, I enjoy it a lot, and it makes me happy to do it and be here when I'm able. And yeah, that's just my final thoughts.
All right. Well, if you all enjoyed this episode, I know it was a little weird. A lot of things happened. 2 people canceled, 3 people canceled actually, and then I didn't know she was gonna leave midway through the podcast. I ain't gonna lie. I'd have did it. Well, I couldn't have did it earlier. But anyway, if you like, comment, subscribe. I'm gonna holler at y'all on the next one, man. Y'all be easy.